Welcome to the 6th edition of Immigrazione Oggi Video Web. This special edition is entirely dedicated to explaining the new procedure for the request and the renewal of the Permesso di Soggiorno and the Carta di Soggiorno. We wish to clarify several doubts and questions you asked by contacting our editorial staff. Starting on December 11, 2006, the application for the issuance or the renewal of the Permesso di Soggiorno and the Carta di Soggiorno, or for changes to be made on these documents, must be presented to the Poste Italiane and no longer to the Ufficio Immigrazione of the Questura, with the exception of certain specific cases. Citizens of European Union member states can either address directly the Questura or fill out the kit, which must be sent through mail. Citizens of non-European Union member states must instead continue going to the Questura for the following types of residence permits: business, medical assistance, sports contest, humanitarian reasons, political asylum, minor age, justice, stateless cases, first request, integration of minors, invitation, or family, including only relatives living with Italian citizens who cannot be removed from Italy. In the cases of first entry to Italy from family reunion or subordinated work, citizens of non-European Union member states won't need to complete the kit from the Poste, but they must go to the Sportello Unico della Prefettura. Here they will fill out the application for the issuance of a Permesso di Soggiorno, and they will mail it to the Questura through the post office. Now we will explain the procedure step by step. First, you must pick up the kit. You may find it at all post offices, municipal towns, or patronages. Filling out the forms is not an easy procedure. Therefore, all municipal towns and patronages will offer their assistance free of charge. To know which towns and patronages are involved and where they are located, you may refer to the website www.portaleimmigrazione.it. In the area Ricerca Strutture. This area also includes the list of 5,332 post offices which will accept your request. There are two kits: an envelope with a yellow stripe for citizens of non-European Union member states, and an envelope with a blue stripe for citizens of European Union member states. On the top right corner, you will read the fee necessary to file an application, which is €30, for both citizens of European Unions and citizens of not European Union member states, to be paid when the application is filed. We focus now on the envelope with the yellow stripe addressed to citizens of non-European Union member states. There are two forms to be filled out. We suggest you make a copy of the two forms and fill out the copy before the original to avoid spelling mistakes. When you are sure of what you wrote, carry over all the information to the original. On the original form, you must write in block capitals using a black pen, making sure that you stay well inside the space provided. Write in a Latin font and leave one space between the words. Let's start with form number 1. The top reads, Ministero dell'Interno, al signor Questore di. In this space, you must indicate the province where you reside, immediately followed by the abbreviation code of the town, sigla della provincia. You will find the list of abbreviation codes in the envelope. The foreign national living in the province of Rome, for example, must write Rome RM and Milan MI, and so on. In the following space, you must attach a marca da bollo of €14.62 after you have completed the form. Attention though, you must complete a separate kit for each individual in your family if your relatives are over the age of 14. In section number 1, assigned to personal information, you must write your surname and name. Section number 7, you must cross out with an X the type of application that you are filing. Rilascio, issuance, in the case of the first issuance of a Permesso di Soggiorno or Carta di Soggiorno. Rinnovo, in the cases of renewal. Aggiornamento, in the cases of update the information on the Permesso di Soggiorno or Carta di Soggiorno, such as residence, birth of a child, or passport information. duplicato, in the case of loss of the permesso di soggiorno or carta di soggiorno, and conversione, in case of a request for renewal or of the permesso di soggiorno for a reason different than the one given in your previous application for a permesso di soggiorno. In the second half of the same panel, you must cross out the document that you are requesting, permesso di soggiorno or carta di soggiorno. In section number 16, you must indicate in the two boxes the code corresponding to the type of permesso di soggiorno or carta di soggiorno that you are applying for. You will find the list of codes in the envelope. In section number 18, you must indicate the number of your permesso di soggiorno or carta di soggiorno. This section doesn't need to be filled out in the case of a first request. In section number 19, you must repeat the code written in section number 16. We completed filling out the first section and we pass now directly to section number 3. At the moment we are suspending section number 2 because we will go back to it in the end after completing all the forms. In section number 3, you must enter your codice fiscale if you have one. Married status, stato civile. Write a capital A if you are single, B if you are married. Sex, F for female, M for male. Enter all the information on date and place of birth. You will find the list of the codes for all countries in the envelope. In section number 4, you must enter your passport information and check the box number 40. If you are not in possession of a passport, you must check the box number 41. Other type of document, altro tipo di documento. Check the list of the documents equivalent to the passport in the chart you will find in the envelope. Only the people who present an equivalent document, for instance a refugee travel document, must fill in the box number 46 with the code of the authority which has released the document. For example, for refugees, the code number 06 Questura. Section number 5 must be completed only in case of a first request for the issuance of permesso di soggiorno or carta di soggiorno. Here you must report your visa information. Section number 6 must be completed only by refugees or by stateless cases who are applying for the renewal of their travel document. Section number 7 is very important because you have to write your address neatly and within the spaces provided. In section number 8, instead, you must indicate your address for future communications only if it is different from the address written in section number 7. This section is important because after having mailed the kit, the Questura will send you a raccomandata, registered letter, to the address you provided and you will be called to be fingerprinted. You must bring 4 photo cards along with the original expired permesso di soggiorno and any other documents which may be required. Section number 9. From boxes number 85 to 111 is reserved to applicants for permesso di soggiorno who are citizens of non-European Union member states. In the first panel, you must declare the information certifying the suitability of your housing. The document must be issued by the Comune di Roma or by the ASI. In the boxes from 94 to 111, you must indicate where you have resided in Italy in the past 6 years. The panel, including boxes from 113 to 118, must be filled out by all applicants for permesso di soggiorno or carta di soggiorno only if their spouses or parents also file their own application for a permesso or carta di soggiorno. Remember, each person must file a separate application with a different kit. Sections 10, 11, and 12 must be completed only in case of a request for carta di soggiorno or in the case of a conversion for the permesso di soggiorno from other reasons than the reason of family. In this section, you must indicate the relatives who are considered your dependent or who live with you. Let's go on to form number 2, which must be filled out only if you receive an income by working. In section number 1, tipologie lavoro, you must check the box that indicates your type of work, subordinated, independent, or other. for instance, a project contract. In box number 19, indicate your specific job, which can be, for example, factory worker, medical doctor, maid, domestic servant, and so on. In section number 2, reserved to subordinated workers, you must enter the information concerning your employer. Boxes from 21 to 25 must be checked and completed in case your employer is a persona giuridica, for example, a joint stock company, a firm, a factory, and so on. If you are employed by an individual business, you must enter your employer's personal data. Section number 3 is linked to section number 2, and you must enter the information of the residence contract you signed with your employer. Section number 4 is addressed to self-employed people, to be completed by enterprise owners or professionals. The members of a profession must fill out box number 49, Iscrizione albi registri. In section number 5, you must report your income. This must always be declared gross. Section number 6 must be completed by people who are employed and need to register in the lists of employment bureaus. Prepare all the required supporting documents according to the type of permit you are requesting, as indicated in the instructions you will find in the envelope. The attached documents must be exclusively presented in the format A4, the format of a regular piece of paper for printers. Important: applicants for the renewal must also attach a copy of the expired permit. Do not attach the original. You must not include the photos in the envelope because you must bring those to the questura when you are called in to complete the required procedure. After completing the forms and attaching all the documents necessary to file your application, you should go back to the first form. In the first page at section number 2, Dati sull'istanza completata. Check the boxes 2 to 22 and check the ones for completed forms at number 23 and 24. At box 25, write the total number of documents included in the envelope. Remember, you must sign the application or else it won't be considered. Except cases of request for residence permits for less than 3 months, you must pay a fee of €27.50, which is the cost of a document in digital format. The receipt of this bill must be paid and be included in the envelope. Once you completed these forms, do not seal the envelope, but hand it open to the official at the Poste Italiane. The clerk will verify that the envelope includes all the required documents, and he will identify you through your passport or an equivalent document. The Poste will give you the receipt of the raccomandata, registered letter. You must keep this receipt because you will need it to obtain information on the status of your application in the area riservata stranieri on the website www.portaleimmigrazione.it. Do not lose the receipt of the Poste, because presented with the original expired permit, it has the same value of the old cedolino issued by the questura. Filling out the forms is not an easy procedure, therefore all municipal towns and patronages will offer their assistance. In any case, you don't need to worry, because if you make any mistake, the questura will call you in with a raccomandata through mail. For this reason, it is crucial that you complete sections number 7 and number 8, or on form number 1, on the page number 3. If you are citizens of European Union member states or citizens of Iceland, Norway, Liechtenstein, Switzerland, and San Marino, you must fill out the forms in the envelope with the blue stripe. The procedure is the same, as most sections are the same as the ones in the forms addressed to citizens of non-European Union member states. You must include a copy of an identity document, copy of your expired Carta di Soggiorno in case of renewal. We remind you that you must request the Carta di Soggiorno EU only if you intend to reside in Italy for over 3 months. If you file an application also on behalf of your family members, a single kit is sufficient. except for free of stamp. Citizens of European Union member states can continue filing their application at the Questura. With regard to non-European Union citizens who are relatives of European Union citizens and of Italian citizens, official regulations do not specify the procedure to be followed to file applications. We think, however, that considering the European regulations on free circulation of people and based on the principle of no discrimination, they may file their applications either at the Poste or the Questura. It is in any case certain that they must apply for a Permesso di Soggiorno in digital format. We remind you that all the official information on the new procedure is listed on the website www.portaleimmigrazione.it. You can continue writing to us and telling us about your troubles or advantages created by this new procedure. We bring you to a close of the 6th edition of Immigrazione Oggi. Thank you for your attention. Our next edition will be out on January 10th, 2007. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.